Hey, I'm Seth Johnson with Land House. Welcome to the Micro Hydro series. If you're just joining in, thank you so much for being here. In the previous video, I installed the intake to the Micro Hydro system, which is a box with screen on top and a couple of 1 1/4 inch outlets. So that intake is going to come down here to a 55-gallon barrel, which is going to act as a silt catchment and also an air-free source, hopefully. So let's go ahead and get started with this. The idea is that intake box will have 3 1 1/4 inch pipes that come and circle around this rock right here, come down this way, and they will enter into this barrel, which will be right here. And so I am also going to have to make a little bridge that keeps the water fairly level and a decline right here into the top of the barrel. I'm going to have a couple of things in here. A clean out at the bottom. The 2-inch pipe outlet will be here in the middle, and then I'll have to drill one more hole in the top for the water to come into. So we'll use these 2 pieces here and then one more. And also I'm going to need to zip tie all those pipes together and keep them consistent. My barrel needs to lay flat, so I'm going to go ahead and dig out just enough here to get this leveled out. North Carolina soil is known for its rocks. I may end up having to just build up with rocks to make it level instead of digging down. I dug out just a little bit and then added some of this slate rock here to hopefully get this level enough. If it has issues later, we'll add more rocks. Now is a good time to mention the sponsor of the Micro Hydro series, Langston Alternative Power. Spencer Langston has provided this turbine, and it is specifically set up for my head pressure and flow rate. So when you're working with Langston's Alternative Power, you're not dealing with an off-the-shelf product. You actually get a turbine that is specifically designed for your needs. So definitely nice to have. In my case, I have 2 5/16 nozzles and 2 1/4 inch, as you can see here. And let me flip this up so you can see what the Pelton wheel looks like. There you go. So we'll be dealing with this a lot closer here in the series. This is 3-phase, so there's a rectifier over here that takes the 3 legs into DC. So after you've finished watching this video, be sure to head over to Langston Alternative Power and check out the turbines available there. In order to get pipes stuck into this barrel, I'm going to use a product that I've used for several years. It's called uniseal. It's these little rubber gaskets that go into the tank, and you don't have to access the inside in order to use them. So for instance, here's the 2-inch, and I've got a 2-inch pipe. I will drill a hole into the tank, put this into it, and then push this down into the grommet here, and it will flare out the backside and make a really awesome connection. I've used this product now for about 6 years, and I actually reached out to uniseal and they sent these here for this project. So if you're looking to connect a pipe to a tank, link in the description to their warehouse. Awesome product. So the top piece here doesn't necessarily have to have one of these, but just for demonstration purposes, I'm going to go ahead and use one. So it will help to make a nice firm connection. I've got a hole saw which is 2-inch, and that's what this uniseal requires. Go ahead and just drill a hole here in the middle. I like when this doesn't fall through. So I probably should have brought something to clean this up with, but it won't matter. So I'm going to plop this uniseal down in the hole, and for that, that's all I'm going to do. So my piece here could just fit in there like that, and the pipe will go uphill. Let's do the 2-inch midway on the barrel. The bigger the pipe is, usually the harder it is to push in. So I may have to get some soap. For the 2-inch, I've got a 3-inch hole saw. And I'm just gonna go about midway up the barrel here, and that'll give a lot of room for silt catchment. Let's go right about here. Very cool. So now this should just fit in here pretty easily. Like that. Now let's see if we can get this installed. I have gone ahead and tapered down the edges a little bit with a file to hopefully get this to fit in here a little bit easier. I'm gonna have to turn this up. I actually took a lot more work to push that in there than I was expecting. Had to use the knife to shave down the edges a little bit more so it would fit in there. Okay, one more time. I'm gonna be using the 3-inch, which is gonna be putting this cleanout in, and that pipe may be a real challenge, so let's see if we can get that in there. I want this cleanout to be on the creek side. Now the 3-inch uniseal requires a 4-inch hole saw. I'm just gonna go here pretty low, and that way it'll clean out any silt or sediment that builds up in this tank over time. I'm surprised just how thick this barrel really is. It's almost a 1/4 inch. All right. See about getting this in here. I've actually never used the 3-inch before. I'm anxious to see how difficult it is to get this in here. The 2-inch was actually pretty tough. Uniseal recommends you use some kind of detergent or soap to get this on here. All right, let's see if I can push this in. Hopefully I don't go rolling down the hill. Okay. Have to find a better place to get to put this in here. I had to file down this pipe a little bit, but I finally got it in there. So, looking good. The 3-inch pipe can be unscrewed to let the silt and debris out. The 2-inch pipe up here is where the Penstock is going to leave the tank. And then up here, I will have the 3 1 1/4 inlets. If I need to, I will add a 4th one to bring more water in here if the 2-inch pipe with 150 foot of drop pulls more than these 3 can produce. But of course we have to remember that only so much water is flowing in this creek. The next step is to run the 1 1/4 inch pipe from the barrel over to the waterfall. So I have drug that up the hill here. So we need to pull it up there, and I'm thinking that there's just enough of a hill that I'll have to come around that little waterfall, which shouldn't be too much of a problem. I've also got a board or 2 here that I can kind of make a little bridge. I may have to go get one more set of these. It will basically rest on top of the tank here and just shoot across to keep kind of a level area. So we'll see how well that's going to work. As you can see, the intake is working very well. I'm gonna see though if I can't move the water to the side some, just so we can work on this. Maybe a stick or something. Maybe some of that'll work. Make it a little bit easier. Okay, I've got this pipe barb here. I'm gonna go ahead and screw this on. And hopefully I'll be able to get this pipe on here with the hose clamp. That's looking pretty good. I'll have to see if this is level or not. I may get by with just putting a couple boards under here and just come straight from the box on down, and then have my boards down there a little bit to go on top of the tank. We'll see. It's gonna be close. I just checked the other end of the pipe down over there, and no water is coming out, which tells me that no, this will not work because there's just enough drop down there. I'll have to kick back over that way to get this to flow right. So let's go ahead and do that now. Well, now it's got water in it. Huh. Should have brought a level up here, but I feel like you can see it's just enough there. Ugh. Man, what do you think? I feel like it's downhill by like maybe a couple of inches. Let's go check the other end again. I went ahead and just plopped it down there and it's working a lot better. So let's come over here to our tank again, and we will need to make a cut. I'll probably get nice and wet here because I've already got it connected. But let's bring this up here. And I just want to make sure I have enough room. So I'm going to go about right here, I believe. Woo. Yep, there's our flow. Okay. Oops. I always forget to put the hose clamp on first. Okay, that should do it. I'm hearing some thunder. May have to quit this project early today and come back, but we'll work until it rains. All right, there's one of 3 done. Definitely filling up. I like that. Ah! And that's why we have to have the board, the bridge there. The 2-inch pipe will be connected to that one right there, and we'll go down the mountain. And my thought was this clean out fitting here could be used periodically to clean out any unwanted silt and sediment that builds up in here. I better open this from up top. So if there's any buildup down there, that should drain it out pretty good, is my guess. Man, that's an awesome flow rate. I hope I can keep that all the time. If you want to see how I built this little bridge, stay tuned to the next part of the series. I have to build another one of these to make sure that the Penstock crosses the creek without dipping down into it. So it is basically assembled just the same as this one, if you are wanting to see how that is done. I just realized that we'll be using less water than will be coming into the barrel for our system, so that we always have an air-free source, which means we're going to have an overflow. So I'm going to use this 1 1/4 inch pipe here with another uniseal just off the side, and that will allow the overflow to leave without coming out the top, hopefully. We'll just see how well that goes. But I'm gonna go ahead and put this right here facing the creek. Okay. Glove time. That should be sufficient to take care of the overflow. Thank you so much for being part of this Micro Hydro series video. I have several more, so hit that thumbs up button, be sure to subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the upcoming content. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.